Hello everybody and welcome to KaBob Tries Thomas Was Alone. This is a puzzle platformer that came out back in 2012, which I never got around to playing, so I'm going to try it now. And this game is narrated, so I will let the narrator talk whenever he does, but other than that, I'll just play through a few levels. Don't know how many yet, but let's check it out. The program was a failure. People forget this. It was a massive flop. The coders started adding name strings to the AIs as a joke. Thomas AT23612 wasn't special. It was just an AI in the right place at the right time. Okay.
Thomas was alone. Wow. A weird first thought to have.
It is a bit strange. So you move around. I like the graphics. They're very simple, but very nice looking. And that was the end of level 1, apparently. Okay. Yep.
Thomas decided to start listing his observations for posterity. 1. The whole alone thing. 2. Portals. They led somewhere. He'd yet to work out where. 3. Falling. Thomas was absolutely fantastic at falling. He was almost as good at falling as he was at observing.
He is pretty good at falling. Okay, now it's...
Okay, interesting. Thomas couldn't fall past this block. Think, damn it, think! What if there was some kind of inverted fall? Some way to... what's the word? Jump.
I don't know what this little thing is.
It worked! Thomas had solved the great inverted fall mystery.
Yep.
A big jump. But Thomas noted there was no real danger in missing it. The world didn't want him to fail here. It was pushing him, but gently.
Yep. So you just have to jump across as best as you can. Okay, apparently I suck at this. Maybe you need momentum. Ah, yes, okay.
This all seemed a little dangerous. The world was not to be trusted. It was unstable, and it seemed to Thomas that it could let him down at any moment. He was starting to suspect it might even be doing so on purpose. Paranoia.
Can't talk much during this.
Thomas wondered whether the portals were actually taking him anywhere. He felt like he was making progress, but there wasn't really any way to know. He seemed to be moving predominantly up and to the right, which might, or might not, be important.
I think it's important. But I'm just guessing. Okay. I'll probably only do like 10 minutes of this game.
It might have been paranoia again, but Thomas could have sworn the world was becoming more complicated. It always seemed to be one step ahead of his skills. It had been designed just for him. He wondered why. Was the world testing him? No. Too obvious.
Respawn
Something
points.
about the boiling, toxic, glowing water intimidated Thomas. He didn't like it. He certainly didn't want to swim in it.
Ah, but he's going to.
He made another mental note. 4. Water. Not good. To be avoided.
I figured that would have some significance. What does that mean? Is that a checkpoint? I guess so. That's the respawn point. Okay. What I do know is there's other characters.
The loneliness was getting to Thomas. No amount of observation or obsessive note-taking could combat that.
He's really kind of heavy feeling for a cube. Well, rectangle. I do like the music.
Thomas had a new theory. The world was training him. He could feel himself getting smarter. There was the mental list to consider. Over the minutes and seconds since his spontaneous generation, he'd become a pretty skilled jumper. He was evolving. He just wished he had someone to share it with.
This is a bit crazy, isn't it? Jeez. There we go. Ooh. I submitted hundreds of bug reports. I told that idiot this would happen. Overlapping scripts. More than one AI was bound to be spawned into an environment at some point. Turns out I missed the point. That little error changed everything. Ooh, just enough time to read those before they disappear.
Took an immediate and deep dislike to the skinny red rectangle. Who the hell did this Thomas think he was?
Oh geez, Christopher. Okay, well he's slightly shorter. So num keys to switch character. So I'm guessing he can't jump quite as high, but he bounces? No, that's just for me holding the button apparently. Oh well. Point is, I'm awesome. Uh-oh.
Chris had been doing fine. He wasn't the highest jumper, but he'd held his own. He'd even been graceful at times. Well, not technically graceful. It's probably the wrong word, but you know, fine. There was that skinny little runt leaping about like he owned the place.
That thing hit me. Okay, I'm guessing I have to do something here. Don't know quite what, though. Is it really just taking them separately? Can he make this jump? Oh, he barely can. He can't make that jump, though, so I kinda got ahead of myself there. Whatever. He's slower, too. Oh, well. Hop. Let's get him all the way before I bring Thomas back, just in case. I think there's something like 7 characters, because I looked at the controls and there was a whole lot of character buttons. You can also just do tab to swap between them, even though it says number keys. I just tried that and it worked. It seemed logical. Okay.
Okay, this was more like it. A glowy white thing. Only Chris could get to it, which of course made it all the more enticing. What would it do? What new opportunity might this switch open up to him?
I think I already figured it out. Sorry about that, narrator.
Great. Another chance for Thomas to jump slightly higher than Chris. How fortunate. Seriously, this made the whole switch pressing thing entirely worthwhile.
Okay.
Was this good? Because on the surface, it did not seem good. Chris was pretty scared. Little Red seemed fine, happy to be on his merry little adventure. Chris couldn't shake the feeling that things had taken a significant turn for the worse since Thomas had joined him. Sure, he'd been able to piggyback his way to ever so slightly higher platforms, but where had that got him? Well, to ever so slightly higher platforms, which was sort of his point.
Now, am I going to need his help? Did I just do that stupidly again? No, it looks fine. I think what I'm going to do is after this level, I will stop recording for a while and then bring you guys back in a later level, just so you can see how much more complicated things get. And that way this... Oh, jeez, I'm screwing this up. Because I keep holding left too long. There we go. And I screwed it up again. Yeah, this is seeming like a pretty good puzzle game, though. There we go. Now is the narrator gonna talk? 1.5.
Chris stared at Thomas with pure hatred. He seemed so very happy at their situation. Friends together, a brave fellowship of quadrilaterals on a quest for greatness.
Chris isn't very nice.
That would be fine. But it was all the obvious observation that Thomas was doing which grated. Every time they saw something vaguely new, Chris would hear a satisfied little from the vaulting idiot.
Jeez, he's so
He
mean.
hoped the next portal would split them up. If only for a few levels.
Oh, that's not ominous. But yeah, anyway, I will keep playing, but I will bring you guys back in when I'm at a later level with probably some more people unlocked. So yeah, see you in a second for you, and who knows how long for me. Okay guys, welcome back. I've done just a few levels.
This was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing.
Floating target, eh?
John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
Where is my floating target? Oh.
Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
John seems a bit full of himself. Okay, right. Well, I need to get John off of there. Right, so I'll just do maybe a few more levels, maybe until we meet another character. I don't know. Right, so then do that, and how do we go about doing this? Just jump? Yes, okay. Easy as pie. Ooh, it's green-ish. The initial group possessed simple variations in size and strength. More complex configurations were inevitable. As the era spread, these variations became increasingly extreme. Okay, maybe I'll go a bit farther.
This was how Claire would die. She knew it would happen eventually.
Okay.
Rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order. The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed. Wait, what? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realized she had superpowers.
Yep.
She'd need a cape. There was no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. If you saw a cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication.
Okay.
And, you know, floating in water, which was her superpower.
That is a very good superpower. Where are the other guys, though? Whoa. Or is this before and then they split up again, or what? What is the deal here? This storyline is confusing me. Okay, well, this was an easy level nonetheless. Oh, there they are.
All right. Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you.
Yay!
Claire needed to come up with a superhero name as soon as possible. Claire was rubbish.
Thomas is kind of sliding, it looks like. But he made it. Okay, everyone off. And Thomas, you go here. And, oh, there we go. just maybe
Claire
2 more
arrived
levels.
just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Is it just me or is this water level rising? Well, oh, okay. Why are they splitting up? Where's the other guys? A little farther over.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took.
So far, 0. Ooh, there's one of those bonus things. Let's see if we can grab
Claire
it.
wondered
Probably
if
not.
Thomas would make a good sidekick.
Oh,
Or was she more the lone event?
there's a restart, but only because I wanted to get a bonus.
Claire arrived
Not that I have
just
any
in
idea what the
time,
bonuses do.
which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Oh, I should have jumped. Duh. Should have jumped before the water got that high. Okay, I'll finish this level, I guess, and then end it. So as to not, spoil all the puzzles. Now I know I need to get all the way over here. And I need to keep controlling because there's no buttons to press.
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took. Claire wondered if Thomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type?
Let's
She
go
liked
ahead
that.
and go up here.
Sole hero in a world of rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water.
And there we go. So I will end it there. So yeah, this has been KaBob799 playing Thomas Was Alone. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to see more. Like this video if you liked it. Comment if you have anything to say. And I will see you in the next episode.